so I'ma charge retail. I brought some cause you say you want sick. If you love sick in the room, you best get well. Every dog has its day. What the no tuck. Sway Lee Winter Magazine, double XL. Floss with your Gucci on. Dipped in colors burst on the cars and the jewels. I'm a wanted man. Seats looking like they got a spray tan. When I was with
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup where time of possession will be a focus. The Chiefs are #1 in rushing yards, going up against the Broncos, who will need to be strong up front.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now a first down throw. Kelly, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Looks to be right around the 40.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Kelly. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First down, and they'll try to run the option left. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he's got room. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
That's a big league run. Takes them down inside the 5-yard line, and momentum definitely on the side of the guys on offense. And if you're an offensive lineman, you love to run the football, especially out in the field where there's some space. I'll let you in on a little bit of a secret. Those guys like it in tight, too, because they get matched up and they get to show just how stout they are in a tough situation. They're recommending they run it again.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But still, they'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. In motion, Hill. They begin with Henry, and he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd down following the run. And a first carry here for John Crockett. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Good! Watch him now, Barney!
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Leopard, here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. And on the ground they go with a running back. Still going. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now they try the right side here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Kelly to throw on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
So this is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now here comes Kansas City. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Down carry for Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Muscling free near the 40. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Detroit!
Running left, it's Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On second down, here's Henry. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Kelly looking to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. Toward the pylon, caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And some room to maneuver. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Six yards to go here on second down.
All right, now, look at 56. All right, now, look at... Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
On the counter, it's Henry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On third down, Henry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. A 33-yarder from the left hash. No good. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Mahomes now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 3rd down, that's Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be taken at the 13. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Going to give this time to the tailback. Space to run past the 20. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Kelly to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Again, it's Henry. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Chiefs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And why the field goal team is still out there is beyond me. Time to reconsider after the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. He finds an opening past the 40, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a handoff looking right. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Set. Green, 39.
From the gun, Kelly. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
To throw is Kelly. To throw on second down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. So that penalty, the offense shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. Now 3rd and 16. Operating Throwing from the gun, Kelly. And down he'll go at the 25. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And some room to work. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. The job 1 to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big 3rd down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Fresh set of downs here.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go!
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
No. Check. Back down in Philly. Now let's go. Leopard.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Butker now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He sets to fire deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Denver, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll have another road day next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis.